Well, ladies and gentlemen, this contest is a welterweight contest, and 6 5-minute rounds, 2 falls, 2 submissions or a knockout will decide the winner. It gives me great pleasure to introduce on my right, in the red corner, the British welterweight champion, the one and only Alan Dennison. His opponent in the blue corner, the captain of the Rockers tag team from Leicester, Pete Lapaque. And number 3, your referee for all contests from Hull in Yorkshire, Jeff Kay. Thank you.
Seconds to leave the ring. Round 1.
Hello again, Grapple fans. Good afternoon to you. And here at the Assembly Rooms in Derby, a professional wrestling session on its way to you. And we start this afternoon's proceedings with a catchweight bout. Catchweight because Alan Dennison, who is a welterweight, because he's a British welterweight champion anyway, although slightly a few pounds over at the moment, taking on Pete Lapaque of the Rockers tag team at 13 stone. Pete Lapaque in the striped trunks on the right there, black striped trunks. Anyway, the one with the shock of hair, as you'll see in a second. Easily identifiable from all angles, these two. Pete Lapaque from Leicester versus Alan Dennison from Denholm near Bradford. 6 5-minute rounds, 2 falls to decide this bout. Jeff Kay from Hull, the referee. Dennison with his usual single leotard and the white socks, of course. Not to mention those double-style wrist bands of his. Whether they're sweat bands or not, they look more like leather than an absorbent material. That's the way to turn a double arm. But Lapaque already places a foot between the bottom 2 ropes to get the break. He gets the break, but is warned by the referee not too often. We don't want to see that. Quite right. You
say that?
That left arm can throw him. If he gets the balance right. Trying to hook his leg out of the bottom ropes. He knows it might count.
Come on!
That's why he had his leg out of the bottom rope, just in case that happened. And that's power. The interlock, both agreed, but the right hand of Dennison didn't meet. Crossed head scissors to Dennison, and getting counted to 2. Just getting that right shoulder blade off the canvas on the count of 2. Just a couple of minutes to go in this first round of 6. Once he had his hands free, of course, quite easily got out of it. Dennison on his way to a backhammer there, but Lapaque didn't want to know. He decided to sidestep into the ropes to get the break again. Side head chancery now for Dennison. Stranglehold, switched before the stranglehold met. And a good counter move by Lapaque. with it though. Dennison not too happy about the finish of that move. He's got another minute to see if he can start dictating this contest, which one could expect him to do despite his weight disadvantage, even in the round one. Has to get the wrist lever the right way around for him so he can get his other hand to it, and there's the double-handed wrist lever as a counter. But again, Lapaque unnecessarily leans back into the ropes just to get the break. Just about 20 seconds to go now. It's the first round. Dennison on the attack again. Jeff Kay watching Lapaque very carefully now after those last two moves to the ropes. So let's have a look at the British welterweight champion, a man who, of course, to hold his title has got to stay down below 11 stone 11 pounds, which is the upper limit of the welterweight bracket. He is now just above the 12 stone mark, and he would have to go down a few pounds if he had to defend his title. But as far as this afternoon is concerned, no title, and therefore it doesn't really matter. It becomes a catchweight bout.
Seconds clear the ring. Round two.
Round two and no score. With 5 rounds to go, Dennison in a leotard, white socks, versus Pete Lapaque from Leicester. Jeff Kay, the referee from Hull, and hasn't had too much trouble so far in this bout, but he's watching Lapaque very closely because Lapaque is one of those fellows, especially when taking on Dennison, he's liable to get into the ropes when he possibly can to get the break. If he does it too often, Kay will have him on that one. Yes, he left his thumbs in between. Or on the upper arm. Yes. Perfectly legal.
4, 5.
But he's asked for trouble because he got the straight finger straight to the stomach and on a resumption of that move. And
4, 5, 6, 7.
Lapaque complaining to the referee about that, but it was a straight finger jab, perfectly legal. Lapaque not too happy about the crowd at ringside joining in the discussion he has having the referee. Front head chancery now to Lapaque, but that's how much that works. Nicely, yes, nicely. The headbutt to the stomach came off well, and the knee under the chin following. A little bit early on that one. Holding press is going to be allowed. Yes, it is. The first one to Lapaque as early as round two. Just 2.5 minutes into round two. The first fall to Pete Lapaque of Leicester. And your MC.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, in 2 minutes 30 seconds of round two, the first fall goes to Pete Lapaque.
So Pete Lapaque, the Rocker, one of the Rockers tag teams, still calls himself the Rocker on the bills. 4 rounds to go, and with Lapaque rather incredulously leading by 1-4 over Dennison. Really a surprise for all of us here. Let's see how long it takes for Dennison to get back.
Seconds to clear the ring. Round three.
All on that Dennison upper left arm. He knows that Dennison's had problems with that left arm in the past, so he's making for it all the time.